Hello, Carrie Burchill here. Welcome to another episode of Shine Like a North Star. I am the proud owner of North Star Coaching. That's why it's called Shine Like a North Star. And we really want to dive in today into some strategies that are going to help you shine like a North Star. So part of the symbolism behind the name of the company is that we don't always shine our best as leaders. I mean, who is on 100% of the time? I wish I was. And the North Star is the brightest star in the sky, but it does not shine consistently the same degree of brightness. So we're going to talk about some strategies today to help you shine your best despite the ebb and flow of the environment you work in, the people you serve, the influence that you have. So I had the privilege of doing a keynote session recently with some medical leaders in the medical industry. And we talk about how not to fall in the ask hole trap and pull from the audience some examples of how they sort of avoid falling in the ask hole trap. And the ask hole trap is really when somebody gives you a problem that they could fix and it falls on your plate because they're kind of not wanting to do the work for whatever reason. And you fall into the ask hole trap when you actually do that person's work, right? So the ask hole is kind of asking you to do their work, and you fall into the trap when you are doing their work for them, when they could do it. High level summary. There you have. Now our keynote right there. And we pull from the audience when I'm doing them, and we ask the audience, hey, what are some examples of work that somebody has sort of placed on your desk and expected you to do it, and how did you manage it? So one of the people that bravely shared in the conference told this story about working in a billing, insurance, coding company. The leader had, wisely offered some training, and in the training, all of the employees, including the leader, got templates on how to fill out more complex forms and some tools to be more efficient, yada yada. Training was good. Everybody walked away with tools to do their job. Shortly after the training, the AskCall employee comes in and says, hey, these are a little bit tough to do, these forms. I need you to do them. There's the trap, right? So the leader was saying, hey, I want to, contribute to the keynote session. I want to tell everyone that I did not fall in the ask hole trap, because what did I do? I emailed the employee the template forms and the resources that we got in training, even though the employee had the training and had the tools already there, had a copy of everything too. And then the leader swung by the employee's office to say, hey, did you get those things? Because that's what you need to use to fill out these complicated forms that you tried to get me to do. So first off, great job not falling in the ask hole trap, right? Of just doing the work and getting it done, the fast pace of everything going on and needing something off your desk and just fixing it, because honestly, it's faster than dealing with the ask hole employees. Where it becomes a little bit slippery is that this person missed the opportunity to get clear on the message. So clear is kind, meaning, at what point did the leader say, hey, you're not using the templates that we were giving you, and that's part of your responsibility, is to stretch and learn how to do these, right? It's not that the leader wasn't being supportive or anything, right? It's that part of accountability involves the leader stretching people to apply the skills that they need with the tools that they've learned, right? So the leader wasn't leaving the person high and dry, but the clear message around, you've got the tools, you haven't used the tools, use the tools. That clear message was lost there. So what was conveyed is this kind of passive aggressive thing of, I'm going to email you the templates, and then I'm going to loop back in your office and make sure you got those templates. So yes, there's a degree of accountability by sharing the templates and, looping back to the person's office. It can be construed as passive aggressive because we haven't had the clear message first. So clear is kind holds them more accountable. Even though as a leader, that clear message might feel a little prickly to be that direct. Well, when you're not that direct, right, the employee is left with this opportunity to kind of make sense of, oh my goodness, why did the leader come by my office? I just asked them for help. They're not very supportive. I wonder if my job's at jeopardy. I don't know why they won't help me. I don't know why they won't do this for me. I'm going to go talk to my coworker and say, boy, I can't believe that our leader just pushed back and made me do this when I'm not really sure how to do it, and it just gets convoluted, right? The emotional waste, the drama around trying to figure out what's the message behind my leader's work and behavior. Just get clear, right? And avoid the asshole trap of even emailing the templates to that employee, right? They were in the same training. Go to the employee's office and say, hey, you have templates from the training. It looks like you haven't used them. Use them. And if you're stuck, then loop back with me for sure. I want to help. I'm not doing it for you. And I'm not holding your hand to hold you accountable. I want to see you step up and do it. That's the clear message. So let's get brave and clear and look at what can really be helpful for you as you really get clear is kind. That's a Brené Brown quote, which I love. So get clear on the message to hold people accountable, which is really you using your emotional intelligence, right? Frame it in a very factual way. You got the templates, you haven't used them, use them. And then if you're stuck, of course, I want to help, but do your part first. Don't make me fall in the asshole trap, right? So that's emotional intelligence to get clear and direct and not mean and not anything other than facts. They have the templates, use them. And by being clear as kind, you're going to avoid some of that tendency to sort of be nicer, which comes out as passive aggressive. That's a slippery slope of accountability. And we're, as leaders, of course, frustrated when people don't really show up well. So it makes sense that we might get tempted by that slippery slope of accountability, which can look passive aggressive when we're not clear as kind. So there's my insight from leaders in the medical field. I love how leadership is just messy across industry. So regardless of what you're working in, what industry, what community service, what volunteerism that you're working on, parenting, use the clear as kind, stretch those emotional intelligence muscles. And if there's anything that I can do, please reach out to me at carrieburchell.com and let's be in touch and look at what we can do to help you shine like a North Star.